All right, this is Glenn Pendlay with the Weightlifting Scoop once again. And we have Ryan Clark here with Travis and I. Ryan came to the tryout, and we invited him to stay, and he informed me that he did not have a return air ticket, so he was pretty much stuck here. I'd say that's pretty ballsy to just get a one-way ticket down here for the tryout, but I think it's worked out for him. Ryan, can you tell us a little bit about your background in the sport?
In high school, I started with CrossFit, and that was probably 08 or 09. CrossFit for about 2 years, not knowing anything about the snatch or clean and jerk. One day during my freshman year in college, I started emailing all these CrossFit gyms. I said, hey, I want to learn this Olympic lifts. What's the snatch? What's the clean and jerk? I got a response by Coach Tyler Quinn of CrossFit St. Paul, CrossFit Minneapolis. He was nice enough to show me the Olympic lifts. And a week later, he invited me to train 6 days a week on like the Shreveport, Kendrick Ferris, Kyle Pierce program. So basically I was introduced to the lifts, and 7 days later I was starting this big high volume program, which wasn't the best thing for beginners, but that was pretty much my introduction to the sport. Over the last 3 years almost, I've been phasing out CrossFit, focusing solely on weightlifting for the last 2 years. And trained mostly for these 3 years at my university gym.
What university was that?
University of North Dakota.
North Dakota.
Yeah, I just graduated with a finance degree. And here I am.
There you go. So what did you follow the MDUSA team from the videos and stuff, or what led you to the belief that you needed to be here and train with us?
I was a big fan of the Cal Strength videos, muscle driver videos. Those videos were basically my training partner and my coach. I was training alone. That's how I learned like every detail about weightlifting. When I first started, I had no idea you had to like sit down in between reps. I was taking reps every 10 seconds.
That sounds like a lot of CrossFitters I know.
Yep.
I cannot sit down between. I always tell people that's the greatest part of Olympic weightlifting is you get to sit down between lifts. Yep. For CrossFitters, that should be very appealing.
It should be.
No running around with no rest.
Yep. So, yeah, I was a big fan. And basically I heard about the tryouts at a time in my life where I realized that I wanted my life to revolve around fitness. And I love the sport of weightlifting. I wanted to come here because I knew the competition would be great. I knew this was the best environment in the U.S. for weightlifting, and I was very confident that Glenn Pendlay and the team could take me to a national championship.
Well, I'm glad you're confident. That's cool. That's really cool. And I guess you came down here, obviously on a one-way ticket, and you had a good competition, at least in a clean and jerk. You set a PR.
Yep.
So your PR before you came here, your PRs were 120 snatch, correct?
118.
118 snatch, sorry, and a 145 clean and jerk.
Yep.
Did you have a higher clean?
Nope.
So 145 was your max clean, 145 was your max clean and jerk. And you opened with 110 and missed it.
Yep.
And then you went to 110 again and made it.
Yep.
And then went to 118 and missed.
Yep.
And on the clean and jerk, so you were a little bit below PR level there. And on clean and jerk, you went 45 on your second attempt.
Yep.
To tie your PR, and then went 51 on your third and made it.
Yep.
For a pretty good PR. What have you thought of your first, and you were in a 94 kilo weight class there, right? What have you thought of your first week here? I understand you've made some PR lifts in the first week here, which I haven't been here to see because I've been in Australia all week, but the guys tell me you train pretty good.
Yeah, the environment is just amazing. I'm lifting with people who are better than me every day, multiple times a day. I see them warm up with my max weights, and I genuinely don't like seeing that, so I want to get stronger.
That's a good quality in a weightlifter.
Yeah. weights feel a lot lighter when you see somebody smoke it next to you just before.
All right. So in this week, you made a 121 snatch, which is a 3 kilo PR.
Yep.
You made a 156 clean and jerk.
Yep.
Which is really that's 11 kilos more than you had when you made the flight down here. And as I understand it, you've cleaned 160 a couple times.
Yeah, I cleaned 160 twice, missed the jerk twice.
That is fairly outstanding for a week of training.
Yeah, it's good.
I mean, you came here with PR. What was your total? Your PR lifts added up to what total when you got here? See, 45 and 18 would be 263.
Yep.
And your PR lifts add up to 56, 21. It'd be 72 now. So yeah,
So that'd be 77.
77.
Yep.
Sorry.
Yep.
I can't add.
And I PR'd my total on Friday to 266 as well.
Yeah, that's about all you could expect for week number 1. I would say. Be interesting to see if that keeps up for a while. That'd be really interesting. Has there been any low points in the first week?
Gone through some serious pains, just body aches as I'm adapting to the training, and
that sounds familiar.
Yep, the first week, pretty painful, but fought through it. Besides that, hasn't been any low points. I've been hitting good weights in a great environment.
That's really good. Anything else about the first week that stands out in your mind? Who you been staying with?
Travis.
Yeah, I got you.
Stayed with Tom too.
Yeah, it probably sucks staying with Travis, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, terrible.
Yeah, absolutely. Anything else stand out in your first week?
Not really. Getting ready for a battle today.
So what do you think about the weather down here? It's a little different, huh?
Oh, it's very different. Came from Grand Forks, North Dakota, where the wind never stops blowing, and it's so unbelievably cold. But I love the weather here. I've been told it's going to get unbearably hot, but right now it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, we're sitting at about 80 degrees right now, but the humidity is pretty out of control. He's been sweating his ass off just walking to the car, and so I told him, I said, "Hey, we're just getting started. This is the last cool day." So
you've been saying that for a while, though.
Yeah, it's actually the summer here, especially late summer. It does get pretty hot and humid. But the nice thing is, if you can make it past, that month or so in the late summer where it's hot and humid, all winter, it's like 35 degrees in the morning, but then it gets up to 60 in the afternoon, so it's like pretty beautiful weather all year round, except for, July, August, a few weeks in there. So that's all right. We got air conditioning in the gym now. So, we at our old training place, we didn't have air conditioning. It was just a warehouse, which it got kind of miserable in there. But now that we have air conditioning, I mean, if you can make the walk from the car to the gym without dying, you'll be all right. Well, I mean, I just wanted, a little introduction here of Ryan. But Ryan, from my perspective, is pretty early in his career. It's going to be a while before he really fills out. He's, you're like 6'1", right?
6 feet.
6 feet? Yeah, he's tall. I think he's 6'1". I don't know. Who knows? But he's a tall guy, and at 93 kilos was what he weighed in at the competition. So he's pretty tall and thin. Definitely needs to add some meat to his frame. But he moves really extremely well. Has a very good feel for the bar. His lifts are already fairly high, especially his clean and jerk, or clean, fairly high compared to his back squat. He cleans over 80%, over 80% of his back squat now. So, I think all the tools are there to be a hell of a good weightlifter. There's no doubt about it. Take a just time and pressure as far as, building the squat up to where it needs to be for somebody of his size. Probably he'll be a 105 in the future. Very few 94s that are 6 foot tall. But a lot of potential. A lot of potential to be a heck of a lifter. And I think it'll be interesting to see how the next 6 months, year goes. Probably won't make the kind of fast progress he's made in his first week forever. It'd be nice if it held for another week or two, but we'll see. And I think it'll be interesting for the people that watch the videos and stuff to see, somebody that's more of a beginner than some of the other guys on the team, and has a lot more room to grow. Is probably actually going to change his physique a lot from now to the time he gets to be, at the top of the sport. A lot of muscle to add and things like that. But he's got a great feel for the bar. He's a good jerker. Goes under the bar very well. Kind of the opposite of what we see in a lot of beginners, where they want to power everything and, want to delay going under. But, Ryan's obviously had either just really natural athlete or had some good coaching, probably both already, because he goes under great and doesn't seem to miss a lot of snatches that are under your max. From what I've seen anyway in training, everything that's not an all-out effort tends to be put in the right place. So, I'm real excited to have Ryan on the team, absolutely, and I can't wait to see what, he'll do after some training and after getting his squat up another, 30 or 40 kilos and some things like that. I think the sky's the limit. I'm super happy to have him on the team.